I'm Joraisa Pismael, BSFI 2A. Please join me to represent my topic about the desert aquaculture inland. So, I have three topics to discuss, which is the introduction, the Israeli experience, and regional variations in Israel. Desert aquaculture inland, it refers to aquaculture production such as the fish, the shellfish, and aquatic plants in arid areas or the areas where water supply is restricted or forbidden. Dahil itong area na ito ay malayo sa ocean, kumbaga characterized siya bilang isang dry place. So the word desert, as we all know or familiar what it means, right? In easy words, desert is a dry empty land with a very limited lamang ang plants, very hot or very cold temperature and not much water. So desert have lots of sand and rocks and it hardly ever rain in desert, so it's hard for living things to stay alive there. But over the past 2 decades, the commercial desert aquaculture sector has been thriving in several countries around the world despite na limited lamang yung water availability niya. Itong sector na ito ay nag-growth by utilizing various sources of water including the fresh and brackish groundwater resources and pump seawater. Kasi may different water sources ito, halimbawa yung fresh and brackish groundwater means nagmi-mixture yung fresh water and salt water na mahanap sa coastal area or underground aquifers and pump seawater. So let me explain what is aquifers. Aquifers means they are like underground water tanks na they are layers of rocks or soil that holds water underground like a sponge. So when it rains, the water seeps or mag-leak ito these layers and gets stored there. People use well to pump water from aquifers for drinking, farming, and other needs. So, aquifers are important sources of water for many communities. So, the desert aquaculture has several advantages in areas that may otherwise be unproductive, such as the large quantities of brackish groundwater that can only partially be used for agriculture are available. Also, there is clean and unpolluted water, means yung seawater or from other sources due to few or no existing industries. There is a warm ambient climate, geothermal bores that can maintain high temperatures in the winter through the greenhouse use. The dry climate allows water cooling in summer. There is also the inexpensive land, the geographic isolations that provides a natural quarantine. There is also the minimal ecological risk, and last is the year-round productions can be achieved. So let's go to the next. Is the advantages have attracted large investments over the recent year into productions of a diversity of aquatic organisms such as the fish species, the crustacean species, and the microalgae. So, the fish species such as the barramundi, common carp, the mullet, the striped bass, tilapia, or it's called Eurychromis species, and hybrids, and the ornamental fish. So, they are the commonly farmed in desert aquaculture system dahil kaya nilang itolerate anumang environment conditions such as the high temperatures and the salinity levels. While the crustacean species such as the red claw crayfish, the brackish, and the marine shrimp, which is the Lithopianus vanamae, the Phaneropinus indicus, and the Peneus monodon, also the Artemia species or commonly known siya sa pangalan na atol brine shrimp. Itong mga species na ito ay kaya nilang itolerate kahit anong high salinity and the warm temperatures. So the brine shrimp, itinuturing itong ideal candidates para sa pagpapalaki ng isda sa aquaculture sa desert kasi madali silang mag-adjust. While the last is the microalgae such as the Dunaliella salina, itong microscopic organism ay useful siya sa aquaculture system as a nutrient sources or pwede siyang feed supplements or fish and crustaceans. Then let's proceed to the second topic, which is the 5.2, the Israel experience. So Israel is located in a semi-arid zone with distinct winter and the summer season, and a low annual rainfall of around 500 mm per year. So the only large inland water body is the Lake of Galilee or the Galilee, so it is the main freshwater sources. Moreover, in the central north areas of the Israel, where the majority of the rainfall occurs, the hilly and the mountainous land cannot naturally hold the water. So despite the limited water resources, the agriculture and the aquaculture are well developed in Israel. So especially in the central north regions with the higher rainfalls by the Mars 2000s. So the different solutions and the methods maximize water use have been developed. So these solutions include the number one is the reservoirs to store rainfalls during the wet seasons. So in the Israel, the agriculture heavily relies on irrigation from the reservoirs or imbakan ng tubig during the summer seasons. So the integrated approach allow water to be twice. So first is the aquaculture productions and the second is for supply irrigating aquaculture system. So the second is the large-scale recirculating system. So in which water from outdoor fish ponds, raceways, and the tank is passed into the sediment pond to remove the solid. The third is the highly intensive recirculating system that incorporate water filtrations. such as the drum filters, the biological filters, the protein skimmers, and the oxygen injection system. And lastly is the greenhouse technology that adopted from desert agriculture and that includes environments control, such as the humidity, the temperatures, light, and radiations. So these conditions are important in arid areas which have the large temperatures changes between the day and the night and summer and winter. So these four are very important sa arid areas. So this is my last topic, which is the 5.3 regional variations in Israel. Israel can be divided into two climatic regions, which is the southern arid and the central north. So the first is the southern arid or the semi-arid areas have very low annual precipitations, the 100 millimeters, and consist of the Negev desert and the Arava Valley. So these areas are parts of the Syrian-African break. So the Arava valleys sit between two mountain systems, the Jordan from the east and the Negev from the west. So it starts at the southern end of the Dead Sea, which is about 400 meters below sea level, and extends all the way south to the Gulf of Eilat, which is an inlet of the Red Sea. So these are the example image I got in website. The desert road in valley of Arava, Eilat, Israel. The Negev deserts occupies the majority of the southern parts of Israel. It lies to the west of the Arava Valley, covering a large portions of the southern regions of the country. I also have example image of Negev desert, the famous of hiking. And let's proceed to the second. The central north of the country has a relatively high annual rainfall, which is the 600 millimeter. So this region is the most populated area of Israel, and the competitions for resources is intense. So these areas including there's the key geographical features. The coastal plains, this flat area runs along the Mediterranean Sea coast. Second is the hilly regions. It's located to the east bordering the Sea of Galilee, which is the Lake Kinneret. The third is the Galilee Mountains. These mountains are situated in the northern part of the country. And the third is the Golan Heights. These mountains regions is located in the northeast bordering Syria. So I hope you enjoy my videos and representations. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. God bless and be safe.